Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. So I hope you can hear me. I hope you people can hear me. So if you can hear me, let me know. Kindly type one in the chat box. Let me know. If you can hear me, type in one in the chat box. Let me know. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know. Type in one in the chat box. Kindly type one in the chat box. Let me know. All right, as usual. Okay. So where are you listening from? Which part of the continent or which part of the world are you listening from? Let me know. Type it in the chat box. Which part of the world are you listening from? So which part of the world are you listening from? Type it in the chat box. Let's build a connection. Where are you listening from? Ghana, right? Okay. Where are you listening from? Let me know where you are listening from. Where are you people listening from? South Africans. South Africans. SE. South Africa. Is it South Africa or is it Limpopo or where? All right. So this is Philip Kujo. Where are you listening from? You are more than the number you typed it inside. Where are you people listening from? Ghana. All right. I think today the number is not. People are really busy. Rastenberg. All right, all right. So today we are going to talk about an important topic that. So is anyone so far? I hope you guys have been trading, or are you guys trading them, or you are trading live? How is trading treating you? Ibrahim Sisa Abdul Kalim from Ghana. All right. Fire Elite Gaming from Ghana. Okay. All right. So one thing I want to talk about is what, if you are here, you need to take trading seriously because it can change your financial condition. You get it? It can change your financial condition and it comes with a lot of advantages. So if you are here and you are not taking trading seriously, one thing I'm going to admonish or tell you is what, kindly take it seriously because it can take you far. You need to have a remote skill. You get it? A skill that even if you travel, even if there was a recession. So Ghana, I just blew my account. Oh, I'm very sorry. What happened? So you are going to talk about one thing. You are going to talk about how to calculate risks. So how much was your account? You see, most people are the reason why most people are blowing their accounts is, so you let me finish what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Most people don't even know how to calculate risks when they start, when there was an opportunity for them to execute. So you need to be very slow about it. You get it? You need to take trading, you need to be very slow. You don't have to rush trading. You don't have to rush trading. Most of you are rushing the game. So we are going to talk about it. Okay. We are going to talk about it. So you don't worry. We are going to talk about how you be able to how you be able to manage your risks well. Okay, how you be able to manage your risk well. So you don't worry. That's what. So one thing that I'm telling you is what, we are now in a digital era. So you need to learn a digital skill. You get it? You need to have a digital skill. You need to have a digital skill. So if you are in the world and you are not learning a digital skill, it will get to some time you are going to find yourself one. You get it? You need to have a digital skill. So trading is one important skill that if you learn, it will take you far. You get it? If you learn it, it is going to take you far. So you need to have a digital skill, and it's very, very important. So today's webinar, we are going to talk about one important topic that has been, people have been blowing a lot of accounts because they are not aware of this thing that we are going to talk about today. So we are going to talk about how to calculate your monitoring loss in the forex trading. So a lot of people have been, the moment they start encountering or the moment they start experiencing one or two losses in the forex markets, their accounts wiped out. So in today's episode or in today's video, we are going to talk about. So, what do you call it? What I'm going to talk about is, I'm going to talk about the moment one or two trades, the moment they start facing one or two losses, all the accounts is being wiped. So, in this episode or in today's webinar, we are going to talk about how you'll be able to what, protect your capital. You get it? How you be able to protect your capital. So trading is like what, normal life. You get it? In life, nothing is certain. You don't know whether you are going to be alive tomorrow. You don't know whether you are when you go to bed, you are not guaranteed whether you are going to wake up early morning tomorrow. So the same thing in trading. You get it? So it even apply to every aspect of life. Nothing is guaranteed in every aspect of life, in every area of life. If you are going to school, you are being promised when you complete school, you are going to get a job. So what is the guarantee that you are going to get a job? There was no guarantee for that. Even it just said you can be an entrepreneur, you can start your own business. So what is the guarantee that when you start your business, it is going to be successful? The same thing is applied to trading. Trading is also a game of uncertainties. You get it? Trading is a business. It's a business that you are embarking on. So in a business too, nothing, it is not 100% guaranteed. It comes to a time that you are going to face challenges. It comes to a time that you are going to face uncertainties. It's the same thing applies to trading. Trading too, it will come to sometimes you will experience some losses. So if you don't know how to protect your capital, one or two losses and all your accounts is being wiped out. It's being wiped out. You get it? So in today's episode or in today's video, what I'm going to talk about is what how you'll be able to protect your account in case maybe you are in a losing streak. A lot of beginners are not aware of this thing. A lot of people are what blowing accounts every day because they don't know how to calculate they don't know how to calculate the monitoring value that they are losing in trading. They don't know the money, they don't know the amount that they are losing when they what execute a trade. They just what input the trade. So if you are here or if you have been facing this kind of problem, one thing that I'm going to advise or admonish you is what you have to patiently or you have to kindly stay to the end of this video, because after the end of this video everything is going to be clear. Everything, you are going to understand everything to the fullness so that your account is not going to be blown. You get it? Because I've been a victim before. So if you want to the reason why I'm in a good position to advise you, or the reason why I'm in a good stand to what tell you this thing is because of what I've been doing this thing for 6 good years. So I have a lot of experience. The level that you are currently in, I've been in before. You get it? Your current level in trading or your stage in trading, I've been there before. You get it? So I know exactly what happens most of the times that what caused the blowing of what account. So if you are here, one thing that I'm going to advise or admonish is what kindly be patient and stay to the end of the video. And after staying to the end of the video, there are a lot of value and what a lot of information that you are going to get at the end of this video. So kindly share, or kindly if you have a friend or if you have a family member who is also into trading and is also facing the same problem as in what constantly blowing what an account, you can share the what the link to him for him to also join, for him to also what get this good information that is going to be shared. So if you are here, if you just joined, kindly type in where you are listening from. Where are you listening from? Kindly join before we start the webinar tonight. Where are you listening from? You are more than 20. Let me know where you are listening from. Please, where are you listening from? Kindly type it in the chat box so that's what we will proceed to the lesson for today. Where are you listening from? So let me introduce myself first. I'm Pakwesi. What Ghana and Accra to precise. So you too, you can follow us. Youth, where are you listening from? I'm in Ghana and I'm in Accra, Greater Accra. I'm from Chebi, Ghana. All right. Accra, Ghana. All right. Where are you listening from? Where are you listening from? Where are you listening from? Christian Konongo. All right. Okay. So wasting much time. So after staying to the end of this video, these are the things that you are going to gain. So Ghana, Sunyani. All right. So after staying to the end of this video, essay Sowoto. All right. So after staying to the end of this webinar, these are the things that you are going to get. You are going to know how to be able to calculate your risks in case maybe you are in a losing, in case maybe you are facing any challenges, or in case maybe what you are constantly losing, your account is not going to be blown. So I'm very sad for the person who's just said he has been blowing account, he just blew his account. So it's kind of frustrating. So that's why I always recommend or always admonish For you to, if you start this game, the best thing you have to do is what, don't try to cheat the system. A lot of you will prefer, one thing is what, a lot of you people will prefer funding the account other than what, paying for a mentorship for someone to guide you on how the thing works, which is a very, it is a bad advice to be doing that. You get it? It's a very bad advice to be doing that. This game is very difficult, and there are a lot of techniques that you need to know for you to be able to trade profitably. That's why I've dedicated this channel. I've dedicated the whole of this channel for what? Education. For me to educate you on what works in the market. You get it? So it's like a new adventure. It's like entering into any field of study or entering into any field of work. If you start anything new, you get it, if you start anything new, it is going to be very challenging. Okay, it's going to be very challenging. So I remember, let me give you this scenario. When I just what do you call it, I started going to initially when I started training, or when I started going to the gym, I used to be training at the ghetto gym. Okay, so I'm always used to the normal things, the dumbbells. Just, there was no a lot of what, machines over there. So I made a move to what, go to what, a paid gym. Okay, a gym where we are having foreign metals over there. So one thing that I noticed is what, I wasn't used to what, the things over there. I didn't know how to use those things, even though I've gone to the gym for more than before I went to the place. I've trained for more than 2 years. Okay, but because I'm not used to the things over there, I was confused. So what I did was what, when I was trying to use those things, people might thought, or people might think what, I'm a beginner, I just started. You get it? I'm a beginner, I just started. But meanwhile, I've trained for a long period of time. But because I don't know how to be using those things, I contacted someone who is already what, who is already into those things, who already knows how to use those things. So the person took me through, and now when I'm using those tools, I'm used to them. Like, I can use them flawlessly without someone what, guiding me. So that's how it works. So in every field of life, you need an education. So it's always advisable. It's always what, I will always recommend you to what, to seek for, get a guidance, get someone who is already an experienced, someone who is going to coach you. Don't try to do things yourself if you don't what, if you don't have any knowledge in whatever you are doing. The best way to go in any field that you are about to enter is for you to what, to get a mentorship. Let someone coach you, so that it is going to what, reduce the number of years you are going to stay into the field. It's going to reduce the number of years what, you are going to use in what, in trying to figure out things. It's going to reduce that number of years, because life is very short. As I've already been saying, life is very short. You don't have a lot of time on this set for you to waste it on things that it can be done within a short period of time. So it's always, when you are trying to do something, kindly what, go for coaching. Kindly seek an expert opinion. That's the best way to go. Don't try to what, do things yourself. It is better for you to seek coaching. It's better for you to what, seek guidance. That's the best way to go by anything in life, and it is going to reduce the number of years. It's going to reduce the number of resources that you are going to push in. The resources can be your money, your time, and those things. It's going to reduce the number of years that you are going to spend by trying to figure things out. So that's the best advice I'm going to give you, because when it comes to my mentorship group, a lot of people are what, started within this year, and people have been even trying to tell me where to buy. People have been giving us signals in the group and other stuff. So that's the best way to go. You get it? The person seeked for mentorship, and it didn't take him like a lot of time, because I've already done the work. I've already gone through the process trying to figure things out by losing my own money. So you don't have to also lose your own money before you try to pay for mentorship. So the best way to go by for it is what, try and what, seek for guidance. So as I'm saying, the price for the mentorship is going to end this month. At the end of the month, it's going to increase to what, 700 cities. So if you don't take advantage of it, you are just what, going to pay for the new price. So you better what, find money and take advantage of the new the old price. So uh for me not to waste my time, let me move straight to what the topic for the day. So today I'm going to talk about how to calculate your monitoring loss in forex trading. So as I've been saying, a lot of people are losing a lot of money. People are losing money and they are getting depressed. They're getting frustrated in the forex market. So this webinar is fully or what it is dedicated for those who are what trying to trade properly, not those who want to flip, not those who want to just those who want to take trading as a profession, those who want to take trading as a business. This webinar is for you. So if you know you are not going to take trading as a profession, if you know you are not going to take trading as a business, then I think this life is not meant for you. You get it? This life is not meant for. So this life is solely or dedicated for those who want to uh, trade professionally. Okay, so professional traders manage risks. Professional traders know what the risks they are going to apply to every trade that they try to what execute. So that's how it works. So if you know you are going to trade professionally, if you know you are going to take trading as a business, then this webinar is dedicated for you. So let's move straight to what I have for you tonight. So we are going to talk about how to what calculate your monitoring loss in forex trading. You get it? So anytime that you input a trade, so last week webinar, I didn't go into details about this thing. So that's why I decided to what go into details about this topic, because it's a very, very important. People usually get confused when when a signal is being given to them, when a signal is being given to them, when they tell them to buy at this point, they usually get confused on what where to buy, or even the lot size to use to what to for the specific trade that they are trying to execute. So before you be able to what calculate your monitoring loss, you need to first of all know what the risk that is being applied to what the position that you want to what to execute. So you have to first of all just ask yourself, how much are you willing to lose in the market? So as I've already said, in the forex market, there's no what 100% guaranteed. You get it? It applied to every aspect of life. So I gave an example that even if you go to school, there's no guarantee that even though you are mostly, I don't know whether you are being promised you are going to get a job, or maybe like what we usually know is what after completion of either your first degree or your second degree, or even if though you are going to be successful in life. That's what we usually presume, or that's what we usually assume. But one thing that is what after completion we will notice or we realize that what things are not going our way. That's what it usually happens. Some people will be successful, other people too won't be successful. You get it? Some people, so in business too, other people will get promoted, other people too are not going to get promoted. So it's the same thing in trading. There's no 100% guaranteed in anything that we are doing. But with the statistical edge, with the statistical advantage that we are having in the market, at long run, we are going to be profitable. That's how it works. Okay. So you need to first of all be able to what know the amount you are risking on a trade. You need to be able to know the amount or what then you need to know your monitoring what loss. You need to know the amount you are going to lose in case maybe things go other way or otherwise. You get it? In case maybe things didn't go as planned, what amounts of money are you willing to lose or risk on that trade? That's the first question that you need to ask anytime that what you are about to execute, or anytime that you are about to enter a trade. You need to first of all ask yourself, how much or how much are you willing to lose in case maybe the trade didn't go your way? That's the first thing that you need to ask yourself. You get it? You need to ask yourself. So it can be percentage wise or monitoring wise. You get it? It can be percentage wise or monitoring wise. So if it comes to percentage, you need to ask yourself, how many percentage am I risking on this trade? That's the first thing that you need to. Anytime that what a setup will avail itself, or anytime that you've gotten a signal, or maybe if someone have sent you a signal, the first thing that you need to ask yourself, the first thing. So please take note. The first thing that you need to ask yourself is what? How much are you willing to what risk on this trade? How much are you willing to what lose on this trade? Because I've already told you what, even when it comes to the definition of forex, forex simply means what? If you believe, you get it? If you believe, so the word believe is what? 50-50. So if you believe a currency is going to appreciate in value, you buy. If you believe a currency is going to depreciate in value, you sell. So you need to first of all what, determine the amount of money you are willing to lose in case maybe what, the trade or the setup didn't go as planned. So that it's an important topic that you need to what, it's an important question that you need to ask yourself anytime that what, you are about to execute a setup, or anytime you are about to execute a trade. It's very, very important. So how to calculate the monitoring loss in forex trading? So after, you have to first of all what, so when you talk about, let's first of all what, move to what is risk in forex trading. So risk refers to what, the potential loss you may incur on a trade due to price what, fluctuations in the market. So as I've been saying, we are trading what, the exchange rate. So the numbers being displayed on your broker's platform is what, the prices for the exchange rate. So it is being what, the brokers are getting those prices from what, the liquidity providers, and the liquidity providers too are getting from what, the spot market. So the prices that are being given to your brokers is what we are what, trading. Okay, so we are what, predicting or speculating on what, the prices of the exchange rate. You get it? You are predicting or speculating on the exchange rate. So that's how it works. So the exchange rate can move up and down a second. It can move up and down a second. So you need to take note that price too is the same thing. So in case maybe if you want to, if you have, if you want to buy, price can what, move other way by what, moving against you. So you have to take note of that. So risk is simply what, the potential loss. So in case maybe you are losing, in case maybe price is fluctuation, how much are you willing to what, lose in the market? You get it? So this is a risk game. Okay, so in every aspect, or in every aspect of life, it's risks. So some are high risks and what, some are what, the risk is not all that high, it's moderate. Okay, but when it comes to trading, the risk is what, it based on the amount that you are willing to risk. The risk is what, a high risk. It's a risky business. So everything in life which is risky, the reward is what, big. The same thing in trading. The risk, the as in the risk level in trading is high. You get it? The risk level in trading is high. But when it comes to the reward is what, sweet. The reward is big in trading. So prices of what, you need to be able to what, know the amount you are willing to lose in case price is what, moving against you. It's first thing that you need to ask yourself anytime a signal, or anytime that you see a trading setup in the market. You need to first of all ask yourself, how much are you willing to lose in the market? It's an important topic that you need to what. So why do you even what, bother to manage risks? Why do you even bother to manage risk? So you manage risk. Managing risks is very crucial for protecting your trading capital and staying in the game for long. You get it? So if you protect your capital, so assuming maybe a trade setup has a signal has been given, and what, I've risked the whole of my capital on those signal, and things didn't go as planned, and what, the traders what, moved against me. And here is the case, or here lies the case. I've risked the whole of my capital on those accounts. What is going to happen in case maybe what, another opportunity comes? I'm not going to, or I will not be willing to what, take advantage of that, because of what, I've risked the whole of my accounts on what, on that trade. So that's why we manage risks in the sense that in case maybe this trade didn't go our way, or maybe this setup didn't go our way, one thing that will happen is what, the next trade you'll be able to what, to take advantage of it. So that's how it works. So that's why we save. So if you are a businessman and you are not doing savings, if you are a businessman and you are putting all your odds, so there was a saying that don't have to put your eggs in one basket. You get it? So if you are putting your eggs in one basket, and maybe the eggs burst, or maybe there was a crack, maybe it's spoil, what are you going to do? You've lost everything in the basket. So that's how trading too also works. So you don't have to what, put all your eggs in that basket. You need to diversify. So you need to manage risks in case maybe what, you are losing this trade, you get a trade to what, you get money to what, execute the next trade in case maybe what, another setup happens. So it's the same thing in trading. You get it? It's the same thing in trading. I hope you guys are getting it. So it's the same thing in trading. So managing risks will help you to what, to protect our capital. It will help us to what, to be in the trade for long, in case maybe what, another opportunity avail itself, or another opportunity what present itself. You'll be able to what, take advantage of it, or you'll be able to what, to execute. You have money to execute. So it's the same thing in business. We don't what, use our own, you don't use the whole capital to what, go and take product, in case maybe things are not going away, in case maybe they are not buying. You can't even get money to buy food, or you can't even get money to what, to take care of your family. So that's how trading too also works. So you need to what, manage risks. You need to manage risks. That's how trading works. So when you manage risks, one thing that is going to happen is what, you will be able to protect your capital. You'll be able to what, stay in the game for long. You get it? Because trading, the only way that we are going to be profitable is what, when you take number of trade, when with a series of trade, that's when you are going to make money in the market. You don't just conclude, or you just what, you don't just finalize your performance on one single trade. You don't finalize or conclude your performance on one single trade. We conclude on our performance on what, a series of trade. You get it? A series of trade. That's when you are going to know that, oh, at this point in my trading journey, or at this point in my trading life, I'm what, profitable, I'm not profitable. You'll be able to determine it based on what, a series of trades that you've taken, not on a single trade. So you don't justify your performance on a single trade. You need to justify your performance on what, a series of what, trades. So that's what you have to bear it in mind. You have to what, take note of this. So you need to protect your capital. Managing risks will help you to what, to protect your capital and stay in the game for long. Okay. So how to calculate risks in forex trading? How will you be able to calculate risks in forex trading? So for you to be able to calculate it, one thing that you will do is what, you first of all have to what, know your account. You get it? So you have to first of all determine the account size. So you have to know your account size. So the person who just said he blew his account, please take note so that next time you will not blow your account. You get it? After getting your strategies and everything, you need to what, know the amount you are going to lose anytime a signal, or what, anytime a trade is given. So you have to first of all know the what, you have to first of all determine the amount you are what, you've deposited in the account. So maybe if you are using $100 account, how to be able to manage it? So you have to first of all determine the account size. So let's work things out on the screen. So let's say, so you have to first of all determine what the account size. So maybe you are using $100 account. So you have to, the $100 account, you get it? So this is $100 account. So this is what, your trading capital. You get it? This is your capital. This is your capital. So after this your capital. So let's say the capital that you are, or the amount of money we deposited in the account is what, $100. You get it? The amount of money we deposited in the account is $100. So you need to first of all ask yourself, how much are you willing to lose per trade? So every trade, you need to know the amount you are going to lose on your amount you are going to risk. Okay, so risk is the same as what, loss. So amount you want to what, risk, in case maybe things didn't go your way, in case maybe the trade is going opposite side of what you predicted or speculated. Okay, so maybe how much are you willing to lose? So you have to first of all determine the amount you are willing to lose in the market. It's very, very important. You need to know the amounts you are willing to lose. So that's why most people get frustrated. If you really want to be in this game, one thing that you have to notice, what, losses can't be avoided. You can't avoid losses in this game. You get it? No matter what, you are going to experience some losses. So you need to know the game that you are in. So that's the reality of the game that you are in. So if you don't understand, you kindly what, you quit trading, because if you can't withstand losses, then trading is not for you. You get it? If you think this is a get rich quick, then trading is not for you. You need to understand that in this game, no matter what, you are going to experience some losses. No matter the number of years you've traded, you are going to experience some losses. But the only thing that is going to help you to come out successfully is when you manage risks. Okay, it is a hard truth. Okay, I don't care either I don't care whether you are going to listen or you don't list you are not going to listen. That's the hard truth that I'm going to tell you. You get it? Trading is a risky game, and one thing is what, with your experience and with the number of years that you've stayed in the game, that's what is going to what help you to what to be successful at long run. Okay, so I've been able to pass pro firms and those things because of what I manage risk, because of my experience level. Doesn't mean trading doesn't work. It's a way to become successful very fast. That's the secret. If you know whatever you are doing, trading is the simplest way to become successful in life very fast. If you know exactly what you are doing, okay, because the returns or the reward in trading, nothing can be compared to that. It's a profitable business, but the reason why a lot of people are failing in this business because of what, their lack of experience and what their knowledge level is minimal. So you need to note these things down. You get it? You need to note these things down. So you have to know the amount you are willing to risk. So how much are you willing to risk in case maybe the trade is going against you? In case maybe you lose the trade, you are not going to get pissed off. You are not going to be depressed. You are not going to be annoyed. You will not be able to what, feed yourself at that day. You will not be able to what, pay for your you will not be able to what, to maybe take care of your family. You need to know that. So any amount of money that you deposit in your broker account, one thing that you have to notice what, you've already what, lose the money. You have to have that thing to in mind. You need to know that any amount that you deposit in the account, you don't have to be emotionally attached to the money. Okay, the reason why people are facing psychological problem in trading is because of what, they are emotionally attached to the money side. So if you lose a trade, you just study the trade, you move on. That's how trading works. You need to be mentally strong in trading. Okay, to be able to trade, you need to be mental. So that's why it's always important to have a community. That's what you are going to join. You have to get a community where they are going to discuss trading, they are going to discuss their losses together, they are going to discuss their success together. It's very, very important to be in such community. You get it? It's very, very important to be in such community. So that's why I'm going to recommend my mentorship group for you. So after identifying the risks, you need to what, after knowing the capital you deposited, you need to know your risks. So your risk can be percentage wise or monitoring wise. So maybe the industry standard, the industry percentage that usually they recommend for people to risk is what, maybe 2%. That's the industry standard. That's what most people recommend, or maybe experienced traders will recommend everyone to be doing. So every account that you're having, maybe risk 2% of the account. Okay, so you need to risk like 2%, but it's everything depends, or everything boils down to what, your risk appetite. So I'm not going to recommend you have to raise this amount of money, because everything depends on the risk appetite. If someone what will lose the $100, the whole of $100, and the person will be okay because he's financially okay. You get it? For a person is financially okay in life, but someone who what lose $100 and the person might commit a suicide, because that's the only hope that the person is having. So that's why it's what risk, as in the risks you are about to use varies. The risks you are about to use is subjective. Okay, based on what, the income level of the person, or based on what, the financial capacity or the financial what, strength of the person. You get it? So I'm not going to tell you what, raise this amount of money. You have to ask yourself, how much are you going to raise that you are not going to get pissed off in case maybe the trade is moving against you, or maybe in case maybe you lose this amount of money. So you need to ask yourself, if you lose that $100, are you going to be okay? Are you going to be satisfied? Are you not going to be annoying the whole of the day? You need to ask yourself. So the industry standard is what, 2%. So with the 2%, you need to ask yourself, in monitoring wise, how much is it going to be? Okay, 2% on $100 is going to be what? 2% uh is going to be $2. You get it? It's going to be $2. So 2% on $100 is going to be $2. So this is going to be your what? This is the amount that you are willing to risk in case maybe the market is moving against you. So after this, I'm trying to show you all these things, and after this one, I'm going to show you the simplest way that you'll be able to go by it. But you need to know, if you really want to be in this business for long, you need to know, you need to understand the reason why these things are being calculated. But we have what, some apps and those things that you can use to what, calculate these things. But it's very important, or it's advisable to be what to understand this concept. You get it? So you need to know the risks you are willing to what to risk. So the second one is what set the risk percentage per trade. So you've already decided you want to risk like 2% on the account. So after getting the 2% of the account, you have to find the trade setup and define your stop loss. So that's the most difficult thing that people are usually what facing in the industry. They don't know where exactly to place their stop loss. So stop loss placement can be two things. So with this topic too, I'll find time for us to go through it into details. So when it's talk about stop loss, when it comes to stop loss placement, you can either use what it can either be market structure, or what it can either be what candles, or what the level that you are trading on. Okay, so when it comes to market structure, you can either wait for what the trend to be in your favor. That's how it works. You can either wait for the trend to be in your favor. So if you are confused over here, I know a lot of people are confused on the things that I'm doing. So with time you will get used to. So it's better for you to stay and what just listen. But with time you can go back and be what watch the webinar again. So it can either be what market structure, or it can either be candles, or you can place it beneath a support level, or what a resistance level. So when it comes to market structure, this is how it works. So the market moves higher high, higher low. Okay, so if you want to place your stop loss, you can either when the market moves down and moves up again. This is how the market works. Okay, so this is a structure. So if you want to place your stop loss can be beneath, it can be beneath structure level. You get it? It can be beneath structure level. So you have to take note. Stop loss placement can be beneath structure level. You get it? So if you are placing your stop loss, if you are placing your stop, oh, what's going on? Okay, so if you are placing your stop loss, you have to make sure the things that you need to factor or you need to take into consideration is what you have to ask yourself. Uh, so you need to ask yourself what the level that you are trading on. Okay, so you need to ask yourself at what level will price invalidate my stop loss. Okay, so the moment price is going to invalidate your stop loss is when it breaks this one. That means what structure has shifted to what a downtrend. So if you are buying at this point, the moment price comes down, that means what structure has invalidated what structure has been invalidated. That's what you have to take note of. Structure has been invalidated at this point. So that means what the trend has shifted. So you just tell yourself you are wrong. So that's why we place stop loss at a point that what in case price come to that level, our what uh price is going to invalidate, or we are totally wrong. Let me put it that way. We are totally wrong. So you need to factor structure. So the point you are going to place your stop loss is going to be beneath here. So anytime the candle will come down and close beneath this point, that means what we are totally wrong in the market. You get it? We are totally wrong in the market. So you have to take note of that. So we place stop loss over here. In case price come down, that means you are totally wrong. So you need to calculate your pip range. So from this level, so this is the hidden line is the point that when price get to that level, you are totally wrong. So from this level to this level is going to be what? Let's say 20 pips, or yeah, let's say it's 207 pips, but let me assume it's what 20 pips. Okay, so it's going to be 20 pips. So 20 pips is going to be what your stop loss pips. So you need to have to ask yourself how much is the monitoring value for the what the 20 pips. Okay, you need to ask yourself how much is the monitoring value for the 20 pips. So stop loss can be what you can use structure. You can what? So this is structure. The moment price was what initially moving up, price was what an uptrend, but the moment it comes down, it has invalidated the structure. So that's why you place it at a point that when price gets to that level, you understand that what you are totally wrong. So that's why it's important for you to understand how the market moves. Okay, so if you understand how the market moves, you understand when you are wrong in the market, and what when the where the market is actually moving to, where the market is actually heading to. You get it? It's very, very important to understand this concept. So if price is coming down, that means what? When price gets to this level, you are totally wrong in the market. Okay, you are totally wrong in the market. So it's very, very important to understand that. So the risk percentage is what? 2 pips. So the stop loss that you are risking on the trade is also what? 20 pips. So you've already determined the stop loss, which is what? So the stop loss is what? Is actually 20 what? 20 pips. You get it? The stop loss is actually 20 pips. Okay, so we've tackled the third point. So we calculate the pip value. So if you want to know the lot size you have to use for the trade, you need to ask yourself, you need to understand what the 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 pip value for every lot size that you are using. You get it? You need to understand. So when it comes to standard lot, you know that you've already in the beginners course, I taught you people that when you are using standard lot means what? You are buying 100,000 units of currencies. You get it? You are buying 100,000 units of currency, and it is on the MetaTrader 5. It is being represented as what? One. Okay, one lot. So if you are using one lot, so let me do it here again. So on the what, the beginners lesson, I taught you that when you are using one standard lot, one standard lot, one standard lot, that means what? One standard lot is being represented by 100,000 units of currencies. So maybe let's say USD. Okay, so 100,000 USD, and on the MetaTrader 5, it is being represented as what? One. Okay, 1.0, 1.00. So the monitoring value for using one standard lot is what? The monitoring value for using one standard lot is what? $10. Okay, so that means $10. So that means a pip in your favor if the market moves against you 1 pip. So I've already told you that pip simply means what? The price range of what? The exchange rate. So the price range of the exchange rate. So from here we usually what? Represent it as what? Pips. Pip simply means what? The price range of the exchange rate. So you have to take note of that. Is the price range of the exchange rate. So if it moves from here to here, it means what? It's being represented as what? 1 pip. Okay, so if price is moving against you, if the range from here to here, let's say, or let's assume it's 1 pip, it's what? That means what? If it moves against you 1 pip, you are losing what? $10. Okay, so as we calculated, the pip, what? It has been deleted. So the pip is what? 20 pips. So as we have explained, $10 is being represented as the money. The If you are using one standard lot, it is what? The monetary value is what? $10. So it's as it is moving 20, as the pip range is 20 pips. Let me write everything. So one standard lot is what? On the MetaTrader 5, it is what? It is being represented at what? On the MetaTrader, it's being represented at 1.00. So the monitoring value is what? $10. You get it? The monitoring value is $10. So you don't have to the monitoring value is $10. Okay. So if the pip, as you said, the stop loss is what? 20 pips. So what you are going to do is what? If you are using one standard lot, you multiply the monitoring value by what? Multiply the monitoring value by the stop loss that you are risking on the trade. So the stop loss is 20 pips. So you multiply 10 pips because 1 pip is what? 10. So let's do this basic math. So if I'm using stop loss of 20 pips, let's say if 1 pip, this is basic mathematics. If 1 pip is what? If 1 pip is equal to $10, right? $10, then this basic maths. 20 pips will be what? 20 pips, we don't know. You get it? So if more, let's divide. So you multiply 20, what? You multiply 20 by what? The $10. You get it? Which is going to give you what? The amount you are risking on the trade. So 20 times 10 is going to give you what? $200. You get it? It's going to give you $200. So that's the amount you are risking on the trade. You get it? So it's very, very important to understand the amount you are risking on a trade. So let's say we want to risk $2 on this trade. That's the amount, or our predetermined what amount you want to risk on the trade. So you have to ask yourself, what lot size will you be able to use on this trade? You get it? So if you know you are using one standard lot, you can't be able to use one standard lot because a pip against you is going to be what, $10. If you multiply 10 by 20, it's going to give you how much? If you multiply 10 by 20, if you multiply 10 by 20, it's going to give you $200, which is way what, higher than the amount you have determined to what, risk on the trade. So it's not advisable to what, to be using standard lot. So you move to what, we have a mini lot. So with the mini lot to with the mini lots with the mini lot, it's being represented on, or it's being what, it's being quoted on the MetaTrader 5 as what, 0.1 lot. You get it? 0.1 lot. So with 0.1 lot, the monetary value is what, $1. You get it? The monetary value is $1. You get it? The monetary value is $1. So if $1, you multiply the $1, okay, you multiply the $1 by what, the stop loss, the amount you are risking. So $1 times 20 is going to give you what, $20. You get it? Which is also way what, higher than what, the amount you are willing to risk on the trade. So you need to use what, micro lots. So when it comes to micro lots, so as I've already said, we don't have to be going through all the stress. So the micro lot is going to be giving you what, you have to, it's being represented on a MetaTrader 5 what, 0.1 lot. Okay, so the dollar value is what, 0.1. So you multiply 0.1 by the 20 pips, which is going to give you what, 20 times 0.1, which is going to give you $2. So that means we can use what, you can use micro lot size, which is being represented on a MetaTrader 5 or the MetaTrader 4 at what, 0.01. So the monetary value is 0.1. So the risk you are risking on the trade is what, $2. You get it? So why are you going all why are you going through all this stress calculating? So someone is even asking, so before you even finish with this whole calculation, then what, the price has even left you, the price has moved before you even execute. So we have an app. That's why, because of technology, we have been able to come out, people have been able to come out with an easiest way to what, to go through all this stress. Okay, the easiest way to what, get rid of all the stress. So the best, or the most important thing that you have to know is what, your risks, the amount you are risking, and also what, the your stop loss pips. That's the amount that you have to, or the best thing you have to know is what, your stop loss pips, and what, the amount you are willing to risk on the trade. That's the most important thing, that what, you need to know. Then you are there to go. You get it? The most important thing is what, your stop loss pips and the risks you are willing to risk on the trade. That's the most important thing that you need to know. So we have something called the tool that I, for me personally, I use is what, so you type it inside baby pips position size calculator. So you search it in your what, you use the search engine to search. So you search baby pips, position size calculator. Okay, so if you search baby pips position size calculator, let me type it in the chat box so that baby pips position size calculator, position size calculator. So you type it in the what, so you use baby pips position size calculator. You get it? So if you type in baby pips position size calculator, it will be displayed. So you select position size calculator and it will be displayed. So you input all your risks over here, you input the stop loss. So the most important thing is what, you need to know what, your account size. So as we did the calculation, we realized that what was the account size? The account size was $100. So you input inside the $100. So the $100, we said 2%. So if you want to know the monetary value, or if you want to know the percentage, let me show you how to calculate the percentage. So when it comes to the percentage, you first of all, you said $100. You have already decided you want to lose what, only $2 on the $100. Okay, in case maybe the position is moving against you, you are going to what, willing to be losing only $2. So if you want to know the percentage, what you are going to do is what, you divide two, the calculation is going to be 2 divided by 100. Okay, the 100 is the account balance. Okay, so if it is $200, or you are willing to risk 200. So the risk percentage, let's say, if you want to know the monitoring value, it's going to be if you want to know the percentage, what you are going to do is what the monitoring value. So your risk, the monitoring risk, which is what the $2. So $2 divided by the account balance times 100. That's going to be the calculation. You get it? The risk, the monitoring risk. So do the write it down. If you want to know the monitoring value of the amount you are willing to risk, in case maybe you, if you want to know the percentage of the amount you are willing to risk on the trade, what you are going to do is what the monitoring risk divided by the account balance times 100, which is going to give you what the monitoring value, okay, or sorry, the percentage of the risk you are want to what you want to risk on the account. So let's say the monitoring value you want to what risk is what $2. So you divide 2 over what the account balance, which is 100, times 100%. You get it? So it is going to give us what 2%. So that means we can use 2%. Okay, so you type in 2. So what's the stop loss? So as we did, when you want to use the stop loss, so on your trading view, we have tools that are what easily for you to use over here. So when you come here, you can see you can use this tool. You have price range tool. Okay, use the price range. So as we said, exchange sorry, pip simply means what the pip simply means what the as in the price range of what the exchange rate. Okay, the price range of the exchange rate. So you can use the what do you call it, you can use this tool. When you come to trading view, you can use the price range tool. So this is where you are going to find the price. I've already put in it on favorite, but I want you guys to see where you'll be able to get it. Okay, that's why I'm going through the stress. I've already saved it. So where is it? Okay, so here's the price range. Okay, so this is the price range too. So you click on the price range on your trading view. So when you click on it, you just what point it from where you want to risk. So this is where you want to risk your stop loss range. So this is the range. Okay, so in case maybe we are buying over here, in case maybe we are buying over here, this is the current market price, and where are we putting our stop loss? So you need to ask yourself, this is what, this is the current market price. This is the price we want to buy, current market price. Okay, this is the price we are buying at, and where is our stop loss? This is our stop loss. Whatever, what's going on? Current market. So I've shortened it because I want us to be very fast with it. So this is the current market price, and this is what the stop loss level. Okay, stop loss level. So this is where we want what, this the level that in case price is coming, when it gets to this level, they should what take us from the market. Okay, they should take us from the market. So you calculate the range. So the range is what, the range is, let's say, 20 pips. Okay, so if you want to see the range, this is it. Okay, if you want to know the pip, this is the pip range. So the pip is written over here. Okay, the pip is written over here, so you can check it out. You get it? So this is the pip range. So after doing the math, so you realize that what the stop loss range is what, 20 pips. You get it? The stop loss range is what, 20 pips. So you put it inside over here. The stop loss is what, 20 pips. So after you've identified, or after you've determined your stop loss pip or range, what you can do is what, you have to select the currency pair. So you need to ask yourself the currency pair you are what trading with. So we are trading with maybe GBP. So let me say maybe I'm trading Euro USD. Okay, so so after determining, if you want to know the currency pair, you click on the drop down arrow over here. You will be able to what, see the currency pair. So let's say GG. So GBP, Great Britain pounds, and what, the Japanese yen. This is the currency pair. So you click on it, then what, you click on calculate. It will automatically what, do the math without going through the stress that I went through. You get it? So you click on calculate. When you click on calculate, this is where you are going to choose. You are going to choose this one, the standard lot. That's where you are going to select. You get it? The standard lot is the one that you are going to select. So you'll be able to use what, 0 point what, you'll be able to use 0.08. You get it? That's the standard lot. Okay, that's the standard lot. That's the lot size you'll be able to use. Okay, so you always select the standard instead of you leave the mini and the micro lots behind. You get it? You leave the mini and the micro lots behind. Okay, so you leave the mini and the micro lot. So you what, you apply only what the standard lot. Okay, you apply the standard lot. You're not going to, this is not applicable to you. The mini lot and the micro lot is not applicable to you. So the only one you are going to apply is what, the standard lot. Okay, I hope what I'm saying is clear. Is it making sense? Is it making, so how can you set your profits with setting your stuff? So the profit to another time we talk about it. It's almost the same thing. So that one too, you determine your pip range. You determine your pip range and you multiply the pip range by what, the you multiply the pip range times the amount you are raising. Okay, it's the same thing as we did over here. So you multiply, sorry, you multiply the pip range, which is 20 pips, times the lot size you are using. You get it? So after determining your lot size, then you multiply it by what? The pip range. It's the same thing. So let's say maybe if I'm using standard lot, which is being represented on a MetaTrader 5 as what, 10 lot size. After getting, maybe my target is 20 pips, you multiply the lot size you are using, which is $10 times what, 20, which is going to give you what, your profit. So it's the same thing as what, the stop loss, but with another time so you talk about it more. All right. So I hope what I've said is clear. Any questions so far? If you are confused on whatever I'm saying, kindly drop it in the chat box. Who is confused? Or is there anything that someone is not getting? Is there anything that someone is confused about? Kindly drop it in the chat box. If you are confused about anything, kindly drop it in the chat box. Let me know. What are you confused about? Or do you have any questions? So this, we are in the Q and the question and answer session. So the question and answer session, we are I'm waiting for your questions. Any questions so far? So far, whatever I've talked about, I've spoken like an hour. If you're having any question on whatever I said, kindly drop it in the chat box. Let me know. Is anyone having a question? So one thing that I want to tell you is what, at the beginning of anything is very difficult, but with persistent, consistent, it will become very simple. So those who are already discouraged, those who are already who have given up in their mind, those who have given up in their mind, please, one thing you have to notice what, for the start of everything is very difficult. Please, am I talking to human beings or it's just numbers that I'm seeing? Because no one is talking. Am I am I speaking to human beings? Am I speaking? Let me know if I'm speaking with human beings. Am I speaking to human beings? So the beginning of everything is very difficult. You get it? The beginning of everything is going to be very difficult. So this thing that I'm doing, it's as if like I was born with it. It didn't come easily with a barb. Okay. It didn't come easily. You get it? It took a lot of time. So don't expect it to get it within a day. You just have to go through whatever. I'm just giving you the guidance. I'm giving you the blueprint. You get it? I'm giving you the guidance. So you don't have to stress yourself like you want to get it within a few seconds or within a few moments. If you have a question, you kindly ask, you go and study it again. It's the same thing. Okay, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. It's very, very simple. People are getting it, or people are being able to understand it within a few minutes. So kindly give a like. If you have not given, click on the thumbs up. Kindly give a like. If you have not given a like on the stream, kindly give a like on the stream. So any question, we are about to begin or we are about to start a new week, and this week is the last week of the month, and we need to make a lot of money. You get it? We need to make a lot of money. So if we're not getting anything, please, how much is the mentorship? So the mentorship, if we're in Ghana, it is 500 seed. By the end of the month, it is going to be, if you're in Ghana, it's 500 cedis. If you are in South Africa, it is what do you call it? It is it 600 rounds? Yeah. So that's for people in Ghana. So it's not very difficult. You get it? It's not difficult. It's not difficult. With time, you'll be able to understand. So kindly just persist. Okay. So the reason why people are not being able to achieve anything in life is what? They see things to be very difficult. They see things to be very difficult. They hop on things one after the other. They hop on one thing to the another, and they think it's going to be very simple. There's what do you call it? It is greener at some certain parts of the world, or it's greener at what certain area of life. Nowhere cool. So please, if you are into this thing, one thing that I'm going to tell you is what? Just keep on. Okay. So you have to tell yourself, since someone has been able to do it, you can also do it. Keep on, keep on, keep on. With time, you'll be able to what? Understand. With time, you'll be able to understand. So any questions so far? Any questions so far? So last week we took some trade. Let me show you how we were able to what? We were able to determine the risks. You were able to what? Calculate the loss size. So you took a trade on GBP USD. We took a trade on GBP USD. So let me show you how you were able to calculate the loss size. So you took a trade over here. So after you took the trade on the 1 hour time frame. So this is the 1 hour time frame. You get it. This is the 1 hour time frame. Sorry, this is the H4 time frame. So this is the resistance on H4. So if you want to calculate your loss size, you need to place your stop loss beneath a strong area. So if you're a beginner, a totally beginner, I have people who were not having any knowledge, and now they are being making money in the market. So if you are totally beginner, you can be able to do it. You can join the mentorship, you'll be able to do it. People started like you, they were not having any knowledge, and with consistent and persistent resilient effort, they were able to what? They are now what? Trading profitably. So you'll be able to do it. So for you to determine your stop loss, you need to first of all determine, you have to ask yourself, is the area that you are trading on, is it strong? So mostly I consider the higher time frame areas. Okay, I consider the higher time frame areas. So this is the level. So this the level that you are trading on the H4 time frame. So the stop loss was going to be, so if you want to send a proof of payment, kindly DM me. You know my WhatsApp line. Let me send my WhatsApp line over here. 053 053 585. So you can chat me. Okay, chat me and you talk about that. So send me a WhatsApp message, or you can take my number from the group that you belong to. Then we take it from there. If you are outside Ghana, so you need to determine, you need to find out the area. You need to make sure that, so the reason why most people are losing a lot of money is because of what? They are placing their stop loss on what? A weaker time frame. So the weaker time frame can be the M30. Using those time frames are not strong unless maybe volume is in the market. That's when the market is going to be in your favor. Okay, but if you want to be consistent in the market, you have to always place your stop loss on a strong level. Okay, you need to place your stop loss on a strong level. So the strong level can be the H4. The strong level can be what? The daily, the weekly. That's what I consider. Don't consider the H1s into consideration. Anytime that I'm taking a trade, I have to ask myself, which level am I placing my stop loss? So this is the what? H4 level. Okay, I wanted to take a buy over here. So I moved to the H1 time frame. So when I move to the H1 time frame, this is what I notice. So on the H1 time frame, I have to make sure what my stop loss is beneath a strong level. Okay. I don't usually pay attention to the H1 time frame levels because it is not strong to me. They are not strong levels. So my stop loss is going to be beneath the H4 resistance. Okay. So my stop loss was beneath this side. My stop loss was beneath this side, which is what? Approximately 20 pips. You get it? Approximately 20 pips. So the stop loss, so the price range, when you talk about pips, I've talked about pips simply what the price range of the exchange rate. So if I'm taking an entry, so this was my entry price. This level was my entry price. You get it? This level was my entry price. So if I'm taking a buy, I have to what determine the pip range. So the pip range was what 23 pips, okay? Because from the stop loss level to what the entry level is what 23 pips. So I'll multiply 23 by what the loss size I'm using. Okay, so based on the amount I want to risk on the trade, if I'm using standard account, that means I'm using standard lot account. That means one pip is equal to what $10. If I'm using mini lot size account, that means one pip is going to be what $0.1. If I'm using standard my mini lot, one pip is going to be what 0.1 lot. So if I'm using standard, which is what $10, you multiply $10 by 23, you get it. So let's say maybe I'm trading, let's say I'm trading what maybe $5,000 account. So I have to ask myself, what is what the risk percentage that I'm risking on the trade. So maybe I want to risk like $100. So what will be the percentage of $100? So you divide the risk percentage divided by what 5,000. Okay, the risk percentage divided by 5,000. So I want to risk $100. So 100 divided by 5,000. You multiply it by 100, which is going to give you the risk percentage. So that means I'm risking 2% on the account. So what will be the stop loss? So the stop loss we calculated was what 23 pips. So which currency am I trading? The currency I'm trading was what GBP USD. You get it. So you click on calculate. So when you click on calculate, I said you are going to focus on what the standard loss. So that means I can use 0.4. So with 0.4, if the market moves in my favor one pip, I'm going to gain what 0.4 is going to be what $4. You get it? 0.4 is going to be $4. So you have to know that 0.4 is going to be what $4. In my favor is going to be $4. Against me is going to be what $4. You have to take note of that. So that's how we calculate stop loss. So anytime that you are placing a trade, you need to make sure you understand this principle. You need to make sure you understand the loss size you are using so that you will not blow your account. Some people use some stop loss and what it is very clear that when the market is moving against them, they are going to blow the account. One thing that you have to bear in mind that what we are speculation is not certain. When you are speculating on something, doesn't mean what it's 100% guaranteed. It's the same thing applied in life. So you have to take note of that. So any questions so far? I think the webinar is going to end here. It was supposed to be an hour, but I've moved more than an hour. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? If you're having any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. Are you having any question? Any question so far? Any question so far? If there was no question, if I've not given a like, if I've not clicked on the thumbs up button, kindly click on the thumbs up button and let's move on. If there's no question, I think I will call it a day, or I'll call it a night rather. Any question? Any question? All right, so I think no one is having a question. I will deposit first week of October, learning with demo. So if you want to take advantage of the price for the mentorship is going to end, as in the old price is going to end what the end of this month. By the end of this month, it's going to be increased. So if we're not taking advantage of it, the mentorship, as in the community, is an important group. You get traders that you are going to talk with. You get people that you talk to. It's very what the community is what it's a group that we usually talk about trading and other stuff. So if you want to take advantage, the price is what you take advantage of the current price now. Don't wait till it's being increased, because you can save a lot of money when you are what paying at the current market price. So if you want to take advantage of it now, still there's a slot for what people want to take advantage of the mentorship group. So I will call it a day over. I'll call it a night over here. So thank you all for tuning in and joining today's webinar. I will really appreciate whatever your commitment. You get it. All right. So have a nice good night to everyone. And tomorrow we are meeting live, trading live with you people on YouTube. So if you want to join, you can join on YouTube. All right. So good night to everyone. Have a good night rather.